Good afternoon, I am Erika Kristensen. Today on Newsfeed. Nearly a year after President Ferdinand Marcos Jr.'s Mahiya naman kayo warning against corruption, critics are questioning whether that message has led to meaningful accountability. Palace Press Officer Claire Castro, however, insists the administration is delivering results, pointing to ongoing investigations and corruption cases now moving through the courts. We have Ivy Reyes reporting live from Malacanang. Ivy, what's the latest?
Yes, Erika, Malacanang appeals to critics to look closely into investigations being rolled by investigating bodies and acknowledge that the palace has been actively pushing for anti-corruption reforms. This comes as protesters over the weekend called out the palace and asked where the president's striking message in last year's State of the Nation address led, or almost 1 year since he said, "Mahiya naman kayo."
Hindi naman din po nagpapahinga ang Ombudsman, ang DOJ, pati ang DPWH para mapanagot ang lahat ng dapat na managot. Mayroon na po na manasampahan na kaso. Mayroon na pong dalawa na sasabihin natin na dating senador, kasalukuyang senador, na ngayon po ay nililitis. So sana po ay makita nila ito at wag na masabihing walang ginagawa ang gobyerno dahil wala pa isang taon, pero marami na po ang nagawa kung ikukumpara sa mga nakaraang administrasyon.
There have been many personalities charged since last year, according to the palace. Meanwhile, on the tragic strings of school violence in the past days, Malacanang welcomes the purpose of banning cell phones in learning areas, but said they have reservations on the penalties attached to this proposal, because at the end of the day, the implementation depends on the school management. Erika, this follows Dumanhog City or Dumanhog Cebu Mayor Gika. Phone rule in school will equate to confiscation of gadgets, which will only be returned at the end of the school year. The mayor also offered the option to have kids transferred should parents disagree with this rule. The palace also said Malacanang's openness to proposals amending our gun-related laws will still depend on how good the legislation be for the people. Erika, on other matters, Malacanang confirmed there are Filipino seafarers on board the 2 vessels struck by Iran last week. One is a Singaporean ship with 21 Filipino crew, including the captain, who are expected to dock in Singapore by July 5. And on the Panama-flagged oil tanker, 19 Filipino crew were on board. The palace confirmed no crew was injured in both ships, and assistance remains on standby. Erika, the palace adds that about 2,100 Filipinos on board 85 ships have gone out of the Strait of Hormuz, and on top of that, there are also 3,800 more in the Persian Gulf right now. Erika.
Thank you very much, Ivy Reyes. DILG Secretary Jonvic Remulla has defended the PNP-CIDG's recommendation to file anti-hazing charges against members of the Ateneo men's basketball coaching staff. Remulla said the recommendation is based on the Anti-Hazing Act, which considers mere presence during a hazing incident as prima facie evidence of participation. However, he stressed that the final decision rests with the Department of Justice, which may remove names from the complaint if it finds they had no knowledge of any malicious intent following the deaths of 2 team members during a team outing in Dipahulao, Aurora. Those cleared may instead be treated as witnesses as the investigation continues.
Magandang ito ang aming naging rekomendasyon. Maaring na rin maalis sa listahan ng Taos 1 ang ilang mga kasama sa aktibidad, lalo kung mapakita na hindi lalim ang sapasatang liability. Maaari rin gawing dito in vistas ang sample ng Department of Justice ang mga school manager at Corway.
And that's the latest this hour. I am Erika Kristensen. Stay tuned for Agenda at 6 p.m. Good afternoon.